1,000 men would be assembled along a 14-mile front. The biggest concentration of British artillery ever assembled to bombard the German lines for a week, destroying their defences, caving in their trenches, and making anyone left alive 2 days to fight. Then the infantry would march across, seize the German positions, and take the attack further into German-held territory. The largest military operation in British history would break the stalemate of the Western Front. It would be the beginning of the end for Germany and her allies. And it would be Lord Kitchener's new armies, recruited just 18 months earlier, that would lay the foundation for victory. 11 divisions of the 4th Army were to be committed to the main attack, with a further 5 divisions of the French 6th Army at the southern end of the front. And almost in the centre of the attack were to be 12,000 men of the 36th Ulster Division. They were to be charged with attacking from Thiepval Wood and the River Ancre up into what were arguably some of the strongest fortifications on the Somme sector. Preparations for the battle began in the spring of 1916.
I'm singing this song from a nice pleasant spot. Thiepval Wood is its name. Do you know it or not? We shan't sow potatoes or fight here just yet. No, we'll do pork in pies from morning to night. At least when you get there, that's what you'll be told. Dig that trench, lift that shell, get prepared for the fight. Then maybe when work's done, you'll be given the chance for a swim in the Ancre. Oh, what a sight!
Barrage began on the 25th of June, and it was so loud that you could hear it in England. Everyone, including the Germans, knew an attack was imminent. Before the attack, General Nugent issued the following order of the day.
I wish that every officer and man of the division should know how absolutely confident I feel that the honour of the British Army and the honour of Ulster are in safe keeping in their hands. Much is expected of the Ulster Division, and I am certain that the expectations will be fulfilled. Resolution, self-reliance, and the spirit which knows no surrender and no defeat are present in full measure in every unit of the division. To every officer and man, I wish success and honour.
Some men began singing hymns, others prayed or read their Bibles. Some were writing wills in the pages of their paper. Back at home, my family would just be getting up out of bed, and in the fields round our house it would be nice and quiet. It was an extraordinary sight. The Derrys and Tyrrells got going without delay, no fuss. Here and there a boy would wave his hand as I shouted, "Good luck!" Many were carrying loads. Fancy advancing against heavy fire, carrying a heavy roll of barbed wire on your shoulder.
As we moved across no man's land, a shell landed on our left. It killed the officer and wounded the sergeant, and a bit of it hit me.
Once the machine guns started up, there were bullets flying everywhere, and bits of shells too, hitting the ground all around us.
The first 2 lanes were easy. It was the 3rd lane where the real fighting started. I'd never killed a man with a bayonet before.
Somebody shouted, "Go that way," and I tried to, but couldn't. I'd been shot.
We got our loose guns doing well. More ammunition had to be carried out to us, but we only got a third of the supplies we should have had. Suddenly we realised there were no more men going past us. We were on our own.
My friend was laying there beside me was laying off, but conscious. There was nothing I could do. When there's only one bearer, the only way to get a wounded man out is to carry him on your back, or to trail him along behind in a piece of blanket.
There was a shout. Somebody seized a Lewis gun. I saw an advancing crowd of field grey. Fire was opened. The enemy fell like grass before the scythe. The Schwaben redoubt was really well protected. Lots of barbed wire and machine gun posts. Bullets were coming from every direction, and we were even being fired on from behind. All around, the men were being shot, and many of them were dying.
With all the heat and dust, we soon became very thirsty. The rum we had earlier in the day hadn't helped, and there were no supplies of fresh water getting through to us.
Everywhere you looked, there were dead people lying. You just walked over them or used the bodies to help you climb out over the trenches.
We just kept running forward, jumping into shell holes and dugouts. Then we were caught in a heavy barrage and all our officers were killed.
I don't know how long we were on the 5th line, but while we were there, we fought every second. There was no rest at all. The blood got about the tongue of our boots and our socks were soaked with it.
We got into what must have been a German trench, and we waited for the rest to catch us up, but they never came. We could see nothing but Germans all around.
We had a lot of our own men wounded, and we took care of them as best we could. It was warm and clammy, and we were sweating in the heat. We had little or no water, and we were very thirsty.
We collected all the ammunition we could from our own dead. Terrible task, but we knew it was necessary, for we knew we would need every bullet we could get.
In one part of the trenches, there was a carpet of dead and dying Ulstermen and Germans. Blood lay like a layer of mud, and you know, you couldn't tell one blood from the other. I was given a box of bombs and told to put them on a pack to my back. It was a hard way to carry bombs. For a pin worked loose, then the whole lot went up on me with it.
While we were going forward, we didn't feel the tiredness or the weight of the packs. Going back, we were sick of Tom.
We tried to get some rest, but hunger, thirst, and the smell of sweat kept us from sleeping. We got a lump to our throats when we thought of all the friends that were dead.
I was given a couple of pouches of clips, a rifle and a can of water for the bigger stuff. They pointed us at the infantry and the German front lines and told us they needed us over there, and then we were to make our way over. One of the officers told us to try and not get ourselves shot.
All around was death, devastation, and destruction. Exhausted soldiers made their way back to fall into deep sleep anywhere they could and reflect on a journey to hell and back. 5,500 officers and other ranks were killed, wounded, or missing. Almost half of the Ulster Division that had so proudly left Belfast 9 months before. And all apparently for the gain of several hundred yards to the German second line.
Irvine, Keating, Lilly, Linus,
Sir!
McCloy,
Sir!
McGarry.
Over the next few months, the Somme campaign continued and small attacks nibbled away at German defences. Before the wet weather arrived, a final major attack was planned. Another division that had been raised in Ireland, the 16th Irish Division, would now play its part. The fortified villages of Guillemont and Ginchy had proved impossible to capture due to their strong geographical location. Under cover of darkness, troops moved into the front trenches at 4 a.m. on the 3rd of September 1916. 0 hour was not until 12 noon, and it was a long, uncomfortable wait in shallow trenches that were in full view of the enemy. The artillery barrage began on time, and the men of Leinster, Connaught, Munster, and Ulstermen from Londonderry followed behind it. The Germans had no time to man the machine gun posts, and the element of surprise allowed a swift advance to be made. Guillemont was taken and held. 6 days later, the division again moved into attack positions, this time to take Ginchy. The element of surprise worked once more. German resistance proved to be strong, and several counterattacks were repulsed before Ginchy was firmly in Irish hands. In 1 week of fighting, the 16th Irish Division had suffered severe losses. Over 50% of its officers and 40% other ranks were casualties. But the successes achieved were very much due to the courage and dash of the Irish. The Somme offensive lasted 141 days. Over 1 million men were listed as casualties. The front had moved a little, but more importantly, the German army had lost many of its experienced troops. The First World War continued for another 2 years, with a series of inconclusive campaigns. German defeat of Russia in 1918 allowed its forces to be concentrated for one final attack on the Western Front. However, it proved unsuccessful against an Allied force now considerably strengthened by United States involvement. By November 1918, the situation was hopeless for Germany, and 2 days after the Kaiser abdicated, a new Republican government signed an armistice to bring the Great War to an end. Ireland, Europe, and the world would never be the same again. The war left its legacy etched on the land as an indelible reminder, fixed in people's minds forever, and marked by memorials to ensure we should never forget. We were told that the war to end all wars had been fought.
In front of us there you can see the 3 memorials which are dedicated to those divisions, and we commemorate here at the Somme Centre. So what those 3 divisions had to go through, you see back in the